I have titled this video as From Zero to Hero in NEET PG 2023, basically to put forth a simple strategy to help people who consider themselves to be at zero level. Although according to me, none of you are at zero level, but you're already heroes. Hello everybody, I am Dr. Ram Gopal, a full-time ophthalmologist and author of Sure Success Magic, the lifesaver book for NEET PG, INI CET and FMG exams. Let me explain further. Many of the PG aspirants are extremely hard on themselves and beat themselves up for no reason. See, first of all, you guys have finished the NEET UG exam, one of the toughest exams, and got into MBBS. After that, you finished a 5.5 years course of MBBS, which is one of the most difficult courses on the planet. And you are now fully qualified doctors who are capable of practicing independently. Many of you are practicing treating patients independently, and ultimately all of you will go on to be very successful individuals if you are not already there, some early, some later, but mark my words, you will be successful in your careers. By zero, I actually mean a level of preparation which is much less advanced compared to those who have started preparing much earlier. Many of you may be in a situation where you feel you just want to give up, you've already given up, or you're fed up and say, enough of this, let me target next year, 2024 NEET PG or next, whatever it may be. Many of you may feel you have no chance whatsoever, basically because you have 19 subjects remaining. It is so vast, so much notes, so many videos. What do I do? Or you may just look at the vast competition and say, no, this is not for me anymore. More than 1.6 to 1.7 lakh students will be writing NEET PG, so it is impossible over there. And some of you purely might not have time. You might be working in government service, you might be working as duty doctors or non-academic JRs, or you might be mothers or parents with young children wherein you're finding it difficult to take time out for preparation. And some of you might not have just started at all, or you started sincerely but you got stuck and now you're currently rather totally lost. If any of you are in the situation which I just described, it is still possible to become a hero. By hero, I don't mean rank number 1 or rank 1 in 10 or so. That requires a different level of preparation, which all of us can agree. But achieving your own definition of success, that would make you a hero. See, someone wanted to qualify, they qualified. Someone wanted to reach the cutoff level for in-service, they reached that. Someone wanted a mid-level rank, they got it. Someone wanted a rank within 1,000, they got it. So that way, you make your own definition of success and be your own hero. To achieve this, of course, you need to have a strategy or plan. If you look at the number of videos that have been uploaded on YouTube over the past 1 month about strategy for NEET PG, you will find at least 100 videos over there. Some videos by famous YouTubers who have more than 3 to 4 lakh followers, some by seniors who have just passed out, some by coaching class faculty, some by an academy faculty. All of them, of course, have your best interest at heart, and along with that, of course, they may be promoting their own classes, they may be promoting their own coaching. All that is part of the process. But if you see, there are two main things which all of them say. One is revision is a must. Okay, some people talk about 2 revisions, some people talk about 3 revisions. But then here we are talking probably about a subset of people wherein even the primary study is not over. So how can we talk about 2 or 3 revisions now in the remaining few days? So let us keep that aside for a while. The other most important thing which everyone agrees is the PYQs or previous year questions. Let me talk about that strategy now. So we all agree that PYQs are very important. PYQs of at least the past 3 to 5 years, I would say. Where do you find these? See, all of you would have subscribed to one or the other app, Marrow and PrepLadder being the most popular, I would say. There the questions are sorted either year-wise or subject-wise, and the explanation below is given pretty straightforward over there. There are few books in the market also, probably till 2021 they give the questions. So if you want, you can use that. If you're watching YouTube videos, the recall videos which are usually shot about a month after the exam are more reliable because they have the questions and the options in a well structured manner, and most have become smart these days. They make very short and crisp videos, so that watching these PYQ videos is a very easy task these days. But some videos are pretty long. You'll have to avoid these videos because you don't have the luxury of time now with minimum time remaining. So which are all the PYQs you should do? NEET PG, obviously, if you are attempting the exam, that is first. If you are able to finish that, try finishing the NICET PYQs. And if you still have more time, you can even do the FNGA PYQs. See, by NEET PG PYQs only, you would have solved about 1400 to 1600 MCQs if you do the PYQs of the last 5 years. And each of these PYQs is a topic in itself. And even if you make an error while doing the PYQs, no problem, because the answer will automatically get imprinted in your mind whenever you make an error. When I wrote my AIMS PG exam a couple of decades back, there is a question: eggshell calcification of lymph nodes is seen in all except. I think this was asked even now in the most recent INICET exam. So while coming back in the bus, I made a small mnemonic. I was looking at the review book at the time. There was a short book called SARP. It used to come. In that, this was given. It was a previously asked question in AIMS also. So I made a mnemonic called "Silly Sarah limped to the coal mine." I mean, it didn't make any sense, but I still carry that mnemonic in my current edition of Sure Success also. A silly girl called Sarah went on limping to the coal mine. Silly silicosis, Sarah is sarcoidosis, limp is lymphoma following radiotherapy, and coal mine is coal workers pneumoconiosis. So those were the options over there. So once I made the mistake in the exam, even now after so many years, it is still imprinted in my mind. So that way, whenever you solve PYQs, the answer gets imprinted in your mind. But are PYQs alone enough? Ask anyone, they will tell these days no. PYQs don't get repeated at all in NEET PG. Then what to do? So if PYQs are not getting repeated, then what is the use of doing the PYQs? Basically, it is to know which are the PYTs or the previous year topics. These days, that is the catchword or buzzword. Where do I find the list of PYTs, or where do I find the list of topics, important topics? All these everyone will be asking you. See, every PYQ gives you the previous year topic. Let me give an example. In NEET PG 2021 or 22, there is a question about a guy who was sitting full time in front of the computer for about 3 months. He didn't have any vegetables or fruits, and kept having burgers and fries and only junk food. Ultimately, he ended up with macrocytic anemia. So, what could be the possible cause? So the topic over here becomes macrocytic or megaloblastic anemia. Is it vitamin B12 or folate deficiency? That is something which is the topic over here. So if you had read that topic at that time and maybe written the recent NICET exam, there is a question wherein a similar picture of anemia was given, macrocytic anemia, and I think methyl malonate and homocysteine levels were given. You had to basically find out whether it was vitamin B12 or folate deficiency. So your previous year question gave you your previous year topics. Similarly, there could have been a question on ulnar nerve injury. Next, they could be asking about median nerve or radial nerve injury. They could be asking about one oncogene. Then the table of oncogenes becomes your PYT, previous year topic. They could be asking about one anti-glaucoma drug. All anti-glaucoma drugs become your PYT. They could be asking about say one method of contraception. Contraception becomes your PYT. That is how you get your list of previous year topics. So now, whenever you're doing PYQs, what I tell PG aspirants who ask me is to annotate the topic in Sure Success Magic. Or if you're using your notes, if you're not using SSM, that's fine. If you're using your notes, do it in your notes. So whenever you're doing the PYQs, you are reading the explanation below that, right? That is your first reading over here because you have limited time remaining. Then when you annotate this in your success magic or in your notes, that becomes a instant revision. So you're reading this once over here, you're annotating it, and that is like reading it once again. So here you have a topic, there you have the same topic getting repeated. Ultimately, if you have time in the end, when you go through this annotated matter, it becomes your revision resource. But right now what you're doing is not 2 or 3 revisions, but rather instant revision is happening. So in Sure Success Magic, what I've given is I've given the QR code over there. So if you scan the QR code, you will get the detailed index and the topic index also. Suppose you find a topic about, say, any topic, for example, ulnar nerve injury, you will find this in the index. So just see everything is there mostly, or if you find any extra points, put it over there. It could be similarly any topic in any subject. It is a robust almost 80 to 90 page index which I have given. So that makes your preparation and the process of annotating it much easier. So I hope this strategy of PYQs plus annotating it and making your PYTs stronger will help you. See, PYQs alone without theory or previous year topics theory alone without doing the MCQs, either of these by itself will not give you much benefit. But this combo is like one super deadly combo for you in the remaining limited time, especially if you fall into the category which I mentioned earlier in the video of having either less time or kind of totally given up hope, or if you're totally lost. So what happens if you do this for the next few months before the exam? It will give you a lot of confidence on exam day. You can be sure that something or the other from this will definitely come in the exam. You will end up definitely answering a good portion of questions correct. And who knows, if your performance on that day is very good, you might end up getting a good rank in the exam also. Or like I said, you might ultimately achieve your definition of what I call as hero. But even if not, if you don't achieve anything in that exam, by following the strategy, you would have covered a significant portion of the syllabus for the next upcoming exam. Maybe even 70 to 75% you would have finished. So that makes your preparation for the subsequent exams much better. So all the best guys, study well. I hope the short video helped you. And if you have any questions further, you can comment below or you can message me on Facebook. That is the easiest method to reach me. Any questions about the video, about preparation, or about Sure Success Magic in general. All the best guys, study well.